channel. Today we are rewatching the Sanders Size Moving On Part 1 and Part 2 in the same video since we don't have to wait for it. Like, yay. This one I kind of remember. It's kind of like touched on Patton, if I'm remembering correctly and everything. Let's see. Um, Gosh, I love it when they show their rooms. I don't know about anybody else, but I love being shown the rooms. I want to see Deceit's room, and I want to see uh Roman and Remus's room. Wait, I think they kind of show their rooms at one point. Am I did I like hallucinate that? I think they did at a certain point. Anyway, for those that are new, this is a rewatch. I don't know if y'all caught that earlier. Um, I have already seen the Sanders Size, except for like the newer ones that were posted in 2024. Those I have not seen, but I am rewatching the older ones first because I want to be caught up for the finale that should be coming up. I don't know when. I don't think they said when. I haven't been keeping track lately. But hey, you all know. Please let me know. I would love to know. Uh, so anyway, we're watching Movie On Part 1, Part 2, Exploring Nostalgia. So I'm going to quit yapping my mouth and we're just going to get into this video. Please remember to like, subscribe, or dislike if you want to. Like, let me know what you think about this video and stuff. And we're just going to get into it. Okay.
This is the part of the video where I usually lead off with some sort of silly, out of context joke, but by now you already know the drill. His name's Bill.
Funny thing, my car is called Roadrunner. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
What is up, everybody? Oh, that wasn't good. I'll tell you what's up with me. I feel like a raging dumpster fire.
Who doesn't feel like that? Like, oh my gosh, 2024 was just a beatdown.
I want to really get going and deliver this video with the same pep and bounce that I usually do, but I don't know.
I don't know why I'm so like up and at it and stuff. It's like really late for me. I think it's like 4 a.m. and I haven't been to bed yet. So, oh, maybe the endorphins are just kind of like running their juices. Who knows? Or is it dopamine? I don't know. It's one of those endorphins and dopamine. It's one of those. Probably the dopamine. Who knows? I don't know. I might be very incorrect here. I'm kind of sleep deprived at the moment.
When you're feeling sad, you're feeling sad. I'll take redundant statements for 400.
Yo, Virgil! I tell you what, I don't know. I kind of liked Virgil's old look. I think no, I'm not hating on the new look. I love the new look and everything. Uh, but what I think they could have done was just like darken the eyeshadow, put a purple shirt on him, keep the older jacket, although I do love this newer jacket. Don't get me wrong. And purple hair. I just love it. And I get why Virgil doesn't have purple hair throughout the series because, Thomas plays all of them. But Virgil and purple hair, yes. Like, yes. And I love that every fan art that we practically see of Virgil, a lot of them still give him that purple fringe.
Wait, am I the first one to show up? That's not good.
No, it's not.
Virgil, I'm not feeling that great today.
No?
Yeah, yes, wait, no, yes meaning no, or yes meaning you're feeling good? No, yes as in I agree with the first statement.
My first statement was about your redundant statement.
Not that first statement. You can only have one first statement.
This is true. You can only have one first statement. You're making it confusing on purpose. Don't do that.
Thomas. All right, starting over. I feel bad.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I mean, yeah, it's just nothing's coming up. You're ahead of schedule.
I'm putting
no
on
complaints
some
from me. That's nice. Never mind, I do have a complaint. You're behaving strangely.
Yes, he is.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to kick in here for a sec. Thomas, you're wasting time on this YouTube video, so you better start getting into your dilemma and stop putting it off for later. I've just been thinking.
I'm gonna be real. I never noticed the little background theme for when Virgil kicks in until like later, like way after Moving On. We seen we hear his background. Like I never noticed it until then, and then I was told by a friend who also watches the series that it's been playing throughout the whole show. Well, whole web show and every oh no series. um and like I just never noticed it. Now I noticed deceits. I like deceits.
Thinking about what?
Guys.
What else is new?
Mm.
Dolls.
Oh, I thought we were done with this. Can everyone else get in?
I did not know what Guys and Dolls was. I did not. So I was like very confused. I had to go and like as soon as like I learned that it was like a musical Broadway, I had to go and like look it up and watch. And I, I don't know. I don't think it's my type of Broadway. I don't know. I'm very picky on my Broadway. I'm very picky. Like I'm a person that likes Cats, not the newer one, not the newer one. I did not like that newer one. But the like the 19 what was it 1993 version or something that I seen somewhere. That one, that was a good one. That was good. And I think I heard somewhere that like in Japan or something they were trying to like recreate Cats, but that could be misinformation to on my part. So do not take my word for it. That was just like something I heard in passing.
In here, please. I am not equipped for this.
I didn't realize that everyone meant only one.
Patton
This is kind of true. Like he was the first one to show up. Which, well, I don't know. I like when I first seen this, I expected Patton to rise up first, not Logan.
And Roman are preoccupied.
Oh, helpful. Thomas, care to explain?
I've been thinking about Guys and Dolls.
Yes, I'm well aware. Thomas, it is
You can just see how done Logan is with this.
time to move on. I feel like I'm. Listen to me. I feel like I'm nearly out of productive things to say on the matter. I'm just frustrated. I'm just frustrated. I'm sad.
What?
Patton, are you still wearing that cat onesie from the previous video?
No, I literally put it back on. Just meow.
Well, that's just perfect.
Perfect.
You know that's not what I meant. We already have one situation we have to deal with, and I told you that's not a practical garment.
You can try to knock me down, Logan, but I will always land on my feet.
Like a cat! I got it! Thomas, you write down all of your thoughts and feelings in an eloquent letter and deliver it to him in a basket full of his favorite things.
Maybe.
Whoa! What?
He's been
I was with Virgil there when Roman popped up and said all that mess. Oh, like, what? No, you don't do that.
brainstorming all day, and he has yet to come up with one productive, non-creepy idea.
I'm not creepy. I'm joking, all right? You just don't understand love.
I understand that it's making you act pathetic.
Somebody say cat aesthetic?
It is at making him act pathetic.
Take it off.
Oh, that old cardigan just weighs me down.
That's patently
He deserves to wear the cat onesie. It's making him feel better.
absurd. Surely the onesie is heavier. Would have been funnier if you said patently. Can we all just focus on the issue with Thomas? Ugh, I can't believe I'm the one corralling you guys.
Indeed. The situation we all seem to be aware of.
Thomas? Ugh, I
Okay, I do have a question. What's going on with Virgil's hair right here?
can't believe I'm the one corralling you guys.
Indeed. The situation we all seem to be aware of by now is that Thomas is once again thinking about guys.
Well, yeah. What else is new?
And dolls. Guys and Dolls, the musical.
Oh, wow. That too.
What about it, though? I mean, it's a fine show, but aren't there more important things to talk about or better shows?
Deflection.
There's a Harry Potter play. There's a Harry Potter play. We just did Harry Potter. You want to talk about Harry Potter play?
Patton, you know full well what it means when Thomas is thinking about guys and dolls.
I don't know what it means. Sue me. Oh, I get it. That was a song from Guys and Dolls.
Believe me, Logan, if anything serious is ever eating at Thomas, I'll know.
There's another one.
Now, during this time, I did not know what Guys and Dolls was. So, as a person who did not know, these little things right here flew right over my head.
You're on a roll.
Why don't we just call him? You know, we can call him right now.
No, don't.
Text them.
Roman, sit down. You're rocking the boat.
Oh, and Logan jumped in there too.
Oh my god, you too. The dominoes were all set up. I had no choice but to topple them. Logan, that joke was just the cherry on top. I'm so sorry.
Bad.
Not my best. It wasn't my best.
I'm seriously
That's when you can tell Patton's upset. Can't make a joke.
so tired of being the taskmaster here today. Can we...
Right. Thomas, why are you still feeling so dejected over something that transpired months ago?
I'm sorry, guys. I really am. It's just... When you've been in a relationship as long as I was, it's hard to let go of those feelings. I don't know why, but it is not a problem that is so simple that it can be solved by standing here talking with you. Well, maybe we don't have to let go of those feelings. There must be some sort of way to recapture the past. Do you have any chill?
Actually, Roman may be onto something.
He is?
I am. I am! Well, in a way.
Roman's face there.
Chill?
Actually, Roman may be onto something.
Even Virgil was like, what?
He is?
I am.
Look. The few times Logan says he's onto something.
I am. Well, in a way. I don't mean resurrecting a long-dead relationship, so to speak. So you're not talking about rekindling the fire with our former flame?
No.
I'm definitely not talking about that. What do I look like, a Boy Scout Scoutmaster? I'm speaking in reference to reflecting on what once was. A bittersweet longing for the past can yield positive results.
I mean, I can say the only way that I'm making myself feel better is by remembering the good times.
A 2013 study authored by Win-Yi Chung, Erica G. Hepper, and 4 of their colleagues found that not only can nostalgia...
What helped me? I took all the bad things I was feeling, wrote it down. All the nice things I said, wrote it down. All the gifts that were meaningless and stuff, took them outside, put them on the grill, along with what I wrote down, and set it on fire. And then, once it was all done, it's out of my life.
To make one feel better in the moment. It also has the potential for making them feel more optimistic about the future. And what better way to bring people together than by relating to one another's nostalgic memories? Say, that's a good idea for bringing together you don't.
Nope.
It's called a joke.
I love how Virgil, like, we see how Virgil kind of like pumps the brakes when they're getting too crazy.
Future. And what better way to bring people together than by relating to one another's nostalgic memories? Say, that's a good idea for bringing together you don't.
See, they played his background there too. And his hands, it automatically stops them.
It's called a joke. Dude, have you ever heard of it? I mean...
In what way would it do that, Logan?
You can let your past motivate your present. There were good times. You accomplished much. You won medals. Won hearts? Let those positive checkpoints inspire you to keep going for more. But what if looking at the past makes them feel kind of iffy about the present?
Yeah, do you really think it's a good idea for him to be soaking in a big old tub of the past?
Well, granted,
It's
there
really
have been many
not.
different views on the concept of nostalgia. As recently as the 80s, a psychoanalytic theorist described it.
Just get rid of it. It was there. It was there. It's over. It's done. Burn the bridge. Goodbye. See you later.
Extreme nostalgia as
But then again, it's easy for me to say that and stuff. I think that's just me. I don't know. I think that's just me. I'm not one to dwell on things. I'm not. It. You see what you get. You don't like it. Okay, goodbye. I didn't need you in my life anyway.
debilitating, but since then, a great deal of research has contradicted this. It's perfectly normal for humans to nostalgize. They do it at least once a week.
Yeah, I remember my grandma used to pull out this old scrapbook each weekend.
You see, even now, he is feeling nostalgic about an instant in which he felt nostalgic. Incredible. Say, what about a scrapbook filled with all the good times when... No. Look up the word joke in the dictionary! Jack Smellington? From what I can gather, Thomas is already experiencing that bittersweet longing for the past. I say that instead of fighting him on this and creating a more distressing headspace in the process, we allow him to indulge in those memories. Perhaps that will help him to understand that circumstances can improve. Can and will can. Let's not jump the gun here.
Can they?
Okay. First time watching, I knew that was not a good sign when Patton and Virgil said the same thing at the same time. Like, I don't know about anybody else, but that was just like a good oh, there really is something going on with Patton.
Of course they can.
And then that
If
little
you
uneasy
previously
smile. Look, see, realizes what he did. Uneasy smile.
Of course they can. If you've previously experienced stretches of time during which you felt fulfillment and happiness, then the idea that you could experience something similar in the future is not inconceivable. It's happened in the past, therefore, it's decidedly not impossible.
I'll be the first to admit this isn't the resolution I'd like us to settle on, but I don't have much else to add. Whatever
I'm
can
just
work.
gonna get some snacks.
There definitely seems to be
have a
room for
bag.
improvement.
Would you warn me before one of your little out of context epiphanies?
Patton!
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I got excited. I know that Virgil's room is the place I have to go in order to heighten my anxiety. I gotta think that your room is literally sunshine and rainbows.
What? It's not quite like that.
Still, you're at the core of a lot of my happy feelings.
I'm at the core of a lot of your feelings.
Maybe going there and enhancing those happy feelings is what I need.
Honestly, that does make sense. You should see it. Patton holds on to everything in the past that you've cherished. I mean, it is peak proud papa. Perfect.
Pardon?
Patton! I just thought I would hop aboard at the alliteration station. But seriously, my room is kind of a mess. I don't know if this is a good idea. Patton, don't you want to help Thomas move on? Yeah, of course. I would love that, but
Good. Then it's decided.
Okay. Virgil's room is where you go to heighten anxiety, as in your fight, flight, and freeze and stuff, and your doubts and stuff. Patton is where you go to heighten your emotions. I think Thomas had it wrong there. So I think Patton's room is more for like all your emotions. You're happy, sad, angry. Uh, what's another one? Happy, sad, anger. Happy, sad, and anger. Virgil is your paranoia and fear.
Okay. Another field trip.
Great.
Wait, did you see what I did there? Did you see? I made it sound like I said field trip, but I said field trip. Field trip.
Not your best, Roman.
Yep, it was a good one. Very Romano cheesy.
Romano. Okay. Well, here's hoping that nickname doesn't last.
Please, Romano. Thomas, are you sure?
It's a Patton's room.
Thinking of happy thoughts. Here we go.
Luck be a lady tonight. Enough with the guys and dolls.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I've got a bad feeling about everything.
Ooh.
That's why we're doing this.
Okay. Whoa.
I immediately have less bad feelings.
Wait a minute. This is nostalgia nirvana in here. I am already feeling the sweet embrace of yesteryear.
Yeah! Oh, I'm so glad to have you all here. Oh, I don't know why I was so hesitant about it before. Oh.
I forgot how much I liked the curtains that were behind Patton in this room. I just paused the video to say that. I'm sorry.
Hold on, gotta show you around the old Patton Palace.
Is that my glowworm? Look at how creepy it looks.
To this day, I need to look up glowworm. I have no idea what it flipping is. I'm guessing it's this thing right here. And it just looks like a baby wrapped in a cocoon from this angle. With a hat.
Looks, oh my goodness, look at all the memories you've got stored in this place, Patton. There seems to be a high concentration of items encompassing your education here, Thomas.
Oh, man.
So many years of chemical engineering and science that you decided to flush down the metaphorical toilet.
I forgot about everything I learned.
Ah, good times.
And hopefully more good times ahead.
There's always time for you to abandon your current lifestyle and pursue a doctorate. Sweet Barbara Streisand, the show memories, the performances, the attempts at dancing we think went okay, but would prefer not to focus on.
I can box step with the best of them, though. 5, 6, 7, 8. No need.
Okay. Be honest. For those who actually watch this video and comment. Who during the first watch through, notice this changed pictures. Because I did not. Like, my attention was not background. It was right here, center stage, where all the sides are.
Box step with the best of them, though. 5, 6, 7, 8. No need to demonstrate.
Oh, for crying out loud, are these all your old journal entries and stories that you wrote in middle school? These are so cringy. Why would they be here?
Because they're still Thomas's work, and it's very fun to look back on. No, don't be embarrassed, Virgil.
You really liked drawing yin-yangs on the margins of your notes.
That
I did too.
and houses. A little box with a roof and 2 windows.
That too. And then I started drawing like anime stuff.
And a door. All right, so we're here. Now we can let the reminiscing take place and get it out of the way. Who wants to start?
It's already doing it. They're already doing it.
Yeah, I think we've already started, Logan. Oh, great. I don't know how this works. Hey, remember this? Is that the rainforest rap?
Oh my stars, it is.
Spitting bars it is. Yoga from Star Trek? All right, turn it off. We don't want to copyright strike.
I had to look up that song, so I had no idea what that was either.
All right, this is what inspired your interest in helping to preserve the rainforest, and then helping the environment, which in turn led to you pursuing chemical engineering in the first place. It seriously all stemmed from that simple little tune. What?
Tropical rainforest, more like bopical rainforest. The song is a bop.
It stuck with you so much, I can still recall it to this day. Welcome to the jungle.
It's so exciting, exotic, mysterious, and we are inviting you on an adventure. Stop, please. Too much.
Poor Virgil.
Embarrassing.
Ah, man, this takes me back.
Hey, you remember this?
My little hard-covered book, yes. Oh my goodness. Wait, I talked about my imagination, all the things I could do with it, the things I could create. Oh my goodness, the memories. This is me electrifying my brother.
Oh, all the accolades you racked up on the stage, the cheers, the laughs. Oh, look, the first community theater award you ever received, a golden apple. Oh, you remember?
Yeah, oh my goodness, yes. I won Best Actor for playing Coco in Hot Mikado.
One of the first times you were awarded for acting weird.
And more would follow.
And therefore, more faux golden fruit may await you if you continue to pursue your nonsense art of leaping around in front of everybody, shouting about things you've never experienced.
Thomas, I bet this might bring you back.
Okay.
This is all very nice, but you guys gotta stop handing me things all at once, okay? I'm sorry. That is the smell of Christmas. In a box! Yeah! The tree, the cookies, the eggnog that your parents made you.
Oh, the unhealthy.
Oh, those memories were so thrilling and so
I never noticed, but Logan says, healthy. I bet as a kid, Logan was eating them cookies along with Patton and everybody.
mysterious. See, there is an annual event you have to look forward to. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's different now. I mean, as an adult, it's I don't know, it's not the same as when you're a kid. Well, that may be the case. However,
Old poems you wrote? Oh, you were trying so hard to be edgy. I feel like I'm an archaeologist that dug up an ancient cringe compilation.
look, I had a lot on my mind growing up, especially as a teenager.
I think everybody wrote a poem or two when they were teenagers. They just never told anybody.
That you did. Constantly escaping into your mind to get away from real life, wondering when you were going to start liking girls, creating these other worlds where things just made more sense.
Ah, yes, those were hectic and busy times for me. Well, that's about the time that you upgraded from small nuisance to giant thorn in our side. And for a good reason.
Yeah, it was a busy time for me too. I mean, the stakes were high. Thomas was really starting to develop as a person then.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, that's funny. So I might not have had Roman create half as many of the stories and worlds as he did without Virgil giving me reason to. That's weird. Well,
That is
fortunately, things
weird.
make more sense now. Or rather, will make more sense in the future, right? I guess. I mean, that's the goal, right? Developing a clearer perspective? Somewhat, yes. Is that not what's happening?
I'm not sure what's happening.
I'll show you what's hibbity happening. Is that one of my pound puppies? Ah, chocolate! His name is Chocolate. Oh.
Boy, times were amazing back then. Some might say way better.
Wait. It's just so sweet and good and pure and happy and wholesome and sweet and lovely, and I'm running out of things to say. Man, I miss all this.
Oh man, remember when our outfits used to look like this? Wow, so embarrassing.
Oh, feels like only yesterday. We changed in the last video. Patton, your room is awesome. Like, I don't know why you would want to leave it, ever. Like, heck, I don't want to leave my room half the time. What? Well,
Yeah, same. I don't know. It's just very comforting to be in your room for some reason. I live in a big family and stuff, and I grew up with a lot of siblings, and my room was my safe haven, and it still is, even though I'm by myself. It still is. Like I'm not all like by myself all the time. Like a few of my siblings and stuff, we all decided to just uh live together, and we do. Uh, and apparently all have affinity to attract cats and dogs for some reason. So whatever, we get along. The room is the safe haven for those that have siblings. You know exactly why.
Thomas, looking back at these euphoric memories sure does inspire hope for the future, does it not?
Yeah, sure. Look at this! I used to think this was the coolest thing. It has buttons.
What?
Get out.
I know!
Well, I know you're gonna flip out at this.
Hot, crossed, funds.
Yep, this place does have it all.
Oh, it sure does.
Why is that even in there?
But think of everything the future has in store. Virgil, are you okay?
Oh my goodness, I remember this too.
Yeah, you know,
Sure does.
Virgil.
Why is that
Okay,
Yeah,
before I
this
hit
place
Virgil.
does have
That thing that Patton is doing, I hate. I hit myself in the face once when I was a child with it.
it all.
Oh, it sure does.
Why is that even in there?
But think of everything the future has in store.
That's what sets Virgil off. The thought of the future.
Virgil, are you okay?
Oh my goodness, I remember
Oh, look. That's when Logan starts to realize what's going on. This is heightening anxiety.
this too. Oh my, the songs you used to put onto mix CDs and play in the car. I mean, Disney Mania much?
I must have listened to Pink's first album.
I just realized that Logan is the only one noticing that Virgil is being Virgil and anxiety at the moment. Like he's the one noticing that something's going on. Patton and Roman are just lost in the happiness.
Like 100 times. Of course. Thomas?
Uh-huh.
It might not have been the best idea for you to come here. Such a foolish oversight on my part. You are a habitual worrier.
Yes, I think that we established that quite a long time ago, Specs.
Oh, is that bad for my room? Well, I didn't think Thomas was too different from others, but anxiety almost always has a seat at the table whenever he makes any decisions. So I would say he worries more than what would be considered the norm.
Okay, but that still doesn't explain.
I know I told you that nostalgia can cause people to be more optimistic about their future, but for habitual worriers, nostalgia can have an adverse effect on their overall mood. It can sometimes cause them to look back on the past compared to the present period in their lives and cause them to ruminate even more on how their present situation pales in comparison. However incorrect that outlook may be, their anxiety worsens.
Virgil, that's not happening, right? No.
The amount of times when I first watched this that I rewind it back because I thought I heard wrong. Woo!
I'm gonna take that as a yes. Come on, let's go. It's time to end this experiment.
Wait a minute, you can't go now. We haven't even started reminiscing about all the Broadway shows that he's seen.
And all these old photos.
Look at this.
They're right, Logan, we can't leave now. There's still too much to look through. I don't understand this. What is the worth of memories if they don't spur you on to make new ones? I am familiar with this whole ordeal's origin, but it is in the past now, Thomas. It makes no sense
Logan,
to...
it's fine. It's fine.
But if you would only heed...
Oh, hush, sub-astute teacher.
All of this because Patton can't let go of one person?
Logan, can you stop?
Please?
And that's where we see Patton really, really kind of like snap out of being happy.
You know what? Fine. If you don't...
And Logan, too, actually shows some emotion. Frustration.
listen to me, this is your issue to resolve. I am outie 50,000.
5,000?
Ding, ding, ding.
Hey, do you guys remember the 5th season of Lost?
Oh, do you remember the one time we did a cliffhanger? Yeah, that was 2 episodes ago.
Wait, what did you guys do?
Oh, he wasn't here for it. We left the video right at the dramatic climax. People were so confused and upset. It was wild, man.
That sounds awful.
Good thing we're not gonna do that again. Especially after just doing it. That would just be stupid.
We're doing that right now, aren't we?
Yes.
Funny enough, we don't have to wait. So on to the next one.
Well, this is just great. Fantastic. Perfect. No one wants to talk about Lost with me?
Patton, what happened there?
Oh, that was nothing.
What happens there is the true emotion kind of slipped out there. He is upset.
Thomas, sometimes I just get to acting a little bit silly. That's all. Look, pictures.
Patton, that wasn't acting silly. That was something
That's deflection.
much
right
worse
there.
than silly.
Feisty.
No, this looking back on simple memories is just tiptoeing around the things that I really want to remember, but I can't, or I shouldn't. You guys, this
Look
isn't
at Virgil.
good. I mean,
Virgil is really not doing good. Like, look.
I can't, or I shouldn't. You
He's like, yeah, no, you shouldn't.
guys, this isn't good. I mean, the literal voice of reason just left.
Yep, your voice of reason, common sense. He just, sunk out. It said you're on your own.
No, love is not about reason, Thomas.
You gotta have a little reason in there, because you can't just blindly follow the heart.
Love is about taking a chance. You took a chance when you asked a guy out 3 years ago, and it led to you having some of the happiest moments of your life. Now, your heart is crying out to you. Patton, cry out to him.
What?
Go ahead, cry out. See?
Very convincing.
Now, are you going to ignore his cry, Thomas, or are you going to take a chance?
Take a chance.
Look
How?
at Virgil.
By picking-
Look at Virgil. Virgil's just like, are you serious?
Or are you going to take a chance?
Take
Look, Virgil's just like, are you serious?
a chance. How?
By picking up your phone, dialing his number, and charging back into love's battlefield.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hello? That's him. Hang up! Why did you hang up? Virgil told me to! Why did you listen to him? He was loud. Hang
Because Virgil is now the common sense. You don't do that.
it. Figure this, I'm getting sick of this.
No.
What do I do now? No, a sloppy situation here. Oh, the backup idea. Text him.
Text him what?
Tell him you butt dialed him. What? A butt dial? Really? Look, I'm thinking off the fly here, Thomas, and you do have a bodacious backside. Stop.
No.
I mean, that thing is I am not gonna lie.
You know what? I kind of think it works with Virgil in this scene, because look at his hair. Am I there? No, I can't find it. Hold
You
on.
do have a bodacious backside. Stop.
No.
See? His hair kind of get. I don't know if this like is something that happens all the time with him, but after this episode, I started, at least for me, it felt like every time he kind of kicked in, his hair would come into his eyes. I think that's just me.
I mean, that thing has a mind of its own. I am not gonna lie to him. Then let your tush do the talking. What? Let your bottom do the bluffing. Keep your lips locked. Let your cheeks and hips talk.
My hips do not lie, Princey.
I'm just saying, you have a very persuasive posterior. I'm so sorry, I can't stop.
Now, Roman, lying is wrong.
You know what? I kind of like, for me, it's like that's like a hint of Remus that slipped.
Yeah, that's a side of myself that I would prefer not to feed into.
Well, then what are you going to do? Tell him that you called in an act of desperation?
Oh yeah, and Janice.
Because for months you've been quietly hoping that everything would go back to the way that it was before.
Are you going to tell him about all the times you fantasized about him calling you, saying that he's ready to try again? Are you going to tell him that you want him back?
Because that's the truth. No,
I didn't think so.
no, I mean, no, that's not the truth. I don't want him back, at least not in that way. I don't want to do that to him because I love him. He was unhappy when he was with me.
It's best to just let things go when they end. It really is. Because if it wasn't good for them, that probably wasn't even good for you. Like, you might have not been happy either, you just didn't realize it.
And I don't want him to be unhappy. The truth is, Roman, I don't want him back.
But you do. I know you do. I know all of your dreams and fantasies. I'm the dreamy fantasy guy.
He does and he doesn't. I wish I had Logan here to explain this. That can't be real, Roman. The thing that I want, that you want for me, it's impossible. You're right, I want it so badly, but it's fantasy. Forcing a relationship that doesn't work to happen again after it already fell apart, restarting that cycle of heartbreak, that would be mean. To him and to me. But that would be the reality, and I don't want that reality. Oh, what did I make you do? Patton, Virgil,
Yeah, what did you make him do? Dial the X. Never dial the X.
I'm getting this all wrong, and I'm hurting you in the process. Oh, geez, he's calling me back.
Pick it up! Pick it up! I don't know. Destiny has dialed back!
Get rid of it. Get rid of the phone now. Oh.
It's one way of doing it.
I know you shouldn't have done that.
I meant, like, set it down or something.
Yeah. I just gotta say, I am sorry.
He panicked because Virgil's the one at the wheel there. Like, in that instant, Virgil was the one driving.
Guys, I was literally in the middle of apologizing, and I just immediately took a U-turn right back into part of the problem town. No, it's not all your fault, Roman. I think we're all in a bit of a jumble here.
What am I doing here? Honestly, there are future shows to perform in, future pictures to take, new things to write, and new things to learn. I know this. I know this. So why do I look back? Maybe because it's easier to stay here and try to be happy. Possibly because it reminds you of a time when you felt worthy of someone. You're afraid. Afraid that you'll never feel some of these feelings again. That feeling. I'm mad at myself sometimes, guys. No matter how I try, no matter how long it's been, or what I attempt to distract myself with, eventually the train of thought always leads back to the memories tied to... We met...
The way Virgil holds up that fish thing. That is how my siblings holds up to whenever we go fishing. Like, okay, no, here. And they don't fish either. They just sit there.
We met when we both auditioned for Guys and Dolls. We were both cast and quickly became friends.
Yes.
Such a simple show. It's amazing how a musical as simple as that, one that's not very deep, could mean so much to me. It was my favorite show. But not because I particularly liked the songs or the dialogue. Honestly, I'm not really a fan. Even still, it was my favorite musical. And I can't bear to listen to its music.
Because of the outdated and unsavory gender roles filled out by the cast of characters.
Because it hurts. And also because of that.
Yeah.
I still wasn't comfortable with myself, but I just felt something for someone else that I had never felt before. You know? No. Heck, I don't think I ever put myself out there more for anyone. It was...
Did y'all catch that? Y'all see Patton. He was like, no.
No. Heck, I don't think I ever put myself out there more for anyone. It was freaking torture, man. But it was worth it. I'm sure it was. Oh, wow. Okay. When I was young, my Uncle Buck...
Like the movie!
Yeah, sure.
Say, what is Buck short for?
I don't know. Buck...
Because he's got little legs.
Buck in my family just means Michael. Like legit. I got like so many people named Michael in my family. We have that we call him Mike, Buck, and one is actually Michael.
Oh, like the reason he is short.
You know, you don't have to do that, Patton.
What?
Try to hide what you're feeling with jokes. It's okay to be sad sometimes.
He tries to deflect and distract with how he's really feeling. That's what that is.
I'm never sad. I'm your happy Pappy Patton. Just a fun-loving father figure figment.
Falsehood.
Well, you said yourself, I'm at the core of a lot of your happy feelings.
You're at the core of a lot of my feelings. Happy.
Quoting what Patton said in part 1.
Or otherwise.
When I was younger, my uncle used to take me fishing, and I hated it. It was boring. Throwing the living fish in the cooler upset me.
There was no escape for them or for me.
On the boat, I was stranded with miles of H2 open water in every direction.
There's never a bad time for wordplay.
After my ex and I had been dating for some time and my family saw how serious it was, my uncle invited us both out on the water with him, and I was not looking forward to it. I mean, my mind was racing. What might my uncle say? What if I said something wrong? Am I prepared to share a small space with my boyfriend and my uncle with no easy escape?
Ugh. The day came, and
There's an easy escape. You dive off the boat and swim.
it was not bad at all. Fishing was so much better with him there.
Your uncle?
Obviously not.
Well, a little clarity never hurt anybody.
My boyfriend. With him, I didn't mind floating in the middle of a mass of water. I wasn't isolated anymore. It can have a pretty big impact when someone can make you enjoy something you'd normally dread. That was when I really knew, you know? From that point on, I guess I was...
Don't hook. You ruined it.
The whole relationship was filled with those moments. They're the moments that I choose to hold on to the most. But I have to be fair to myself and recall the other moments. The moments filled with sadness, anger, and confusion. The moments where we wondered whether the paths that we were on were truly conducive to having each other in our lives. When we ended things, it was for the best, but my heart, I never stopped loving him. I know.
You don't ever stop loving your ex. Well, I don't know. Maybe some people do. Me personally, like, never hated. Never hated. But I find, and I feel like I need to explain this just a little bit. The burning of something that makes me feel bad makes me feel better once the fire has died. Because during that process, I just let all I'm feeling out, let it go, burn the bridge, and everything, and we're done. That's for me anyway, because I know in part 1 I said that, and I said it with a lot of hype too. It's really just, well, not hype, but a lot of emotion. But it's just something that's helped me personally to move on from relationships. Be it from exes, friends, acquaintances that stuck around long and then moved. It's just something that helps. Like I said, you don't have to actually burn the gifts and stuff. That's just something that I found that needed to be done as well. Now, was all of them? No. I said the useless ones. And of course, certain pictures were kept. But like, you write down how you feel. You write down what has made you feel this way. You take what you don't want lying around and that reminds you of them, and you just burn it. I don't know. There's something. It's called something, and I don't know what, but It's always made me feel better.
We know, Thomas, but eventually you're gonna have to move on from him. I just don't know how to. Maybe you don't. Not completely. But you can't stay here. Moving on is not the same as moving forward. What I mean is, don't focus on moving on. Constantly reminding yourself of where you should be in life only makes you feel more down in the dumps. At first, this room does bring a jolt of happiness. I feel it myself whenever I come here. But the return to the present can be too much sometimes. It's why I've been so emotional lately. Pat and I had no idea. I suppose I've been contributing to that in some way. Thomas, you should know that though I dream big, where you are in life, it's precisely where you need to be. And the only direction to go is forward, one step at a time, not
Exactly.
staying stuck in one place. If you're truly destined to be with him, now is not the time to worry about it. You're right, I have to focus on me. And I have to acknowledge that
Oh, I like that picture in the back. Look, him with the rainbow.
all my feelings are valid. You're right, kiddo. It's just, I feel guilty for still feeling this way after so long. You're not the only one. How you're reacting for however long is completely normal. Not bad, not strange, not stupid. You've been so accepting of all of us and our, eccentricities. You're done, Tootin'. We would do the same for you. And I'm sorry I had to rhyme it. Oh, shucks. Well, I just thought it would be easier to avoid all those nasty feelings altogether. Patton, avoiding grief can seem appealing, but I don't think it's fair to our mental health. Here's a little rap that I made up
It's not good to avoid grief. You have to let it out. You have to let it out in some form.
just now. It may seem scary to be that sad, but repressing depression can also be bad. Okay, well, I'll do the rhyming. In a way, grieving
Well, technically, didn't Roman come up with that? If Thomas made it up?
could be just the ticket we need to take that path forward to recovery. That was a mixed metaphor. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking straight. Ever. I'm not straight. Just be mindful. Being self aware of what you're feeling and non judgmental in the face of those feelings, knowing that they're normal and that you're on the road to feeling better could be exactly what it takes. You're right, Virgil. And I should have been more mindful of you. Don't sweat it. I just wish I could have been more help.
You
I've
were.
always been the one who worried about losing the people that you loved. And that happened. And I haven't known what to do since. Virgil, you've been as helpful as you could have been. Sadness shapes a different world. Gee, love is something, huh? Show no.
But I don't know. I don't think Virgil really embodies sadness. I kind of think that moves to Patton too.
And you loved him. A bushel and a peck.
Oh my! Virgil, come and throw with another Guys and Dolls song.
Yes, that's my boy. I couldn't resist. All right, guys, let's get out of here. Are you ready? I think I am. Well then, let's go.
Off into the great wide somewhere.
Make a note to burn some of these journals.
Never.
Home again, home again. Whoa. That was new for me. I've never done that whole...
I think this is where the fandom kind of came to the theory that Virgil never rose up. He always popped in. And I think that's like something that the fandom has kind of like oh god, what's the word? I'm so sorry. It is like really late. I really should be in bed. Kind of like oh lord. So this basically the fandom has basically labeled this as something that the dark sides do. The light sides rise up, the dark sides pop in. There we go.
Rising up thing. How do you guys do that every episode? I'm so lightheaded. Oh, you're back.
Hey!
Hey, buddy.
Logan!
Mm-hmm. Finally coming to your senses, I see. Hey, what the heck was that? Disappearing on us? Don't you dare try that stunt again. Did you
That really did upset Virgil.
honestly think that I was fully out of the conversation? I'm not a feeling. I'm the physical representation of something deeply embedded within you. Even if it seems like I'm gone, I'll always be there to a degree.
Well, they're all embedded in him. So even if they do leave, unless they want to duck out like Virgil was going to do, they're always going to be there in the conversation.
Okay, well, warn a dude next time. Now, in regards to the figurative siren song that had you all spellbound, are you
don't think
satisfied
Virgil
with
was
your resolution?
spellbound.
Well, it took some soul searching, but I think we got there. Sorry, Logan. I don't know why these things make us lose sight of you sometimes. Yes, you were completely right. I know. Meaning you were right about initially being wrong. I know. All that matters now is how we proceed.
Roman had to rub that little bit in, didn't he?
Yes, and I do think there are positives to nostalgia. All those good memories truly do encourage me to think about what lies ahead. But I also think it's important to focus more on being mindful of who and where I am, here and now. No one can really plan their future, but that shouldn't stop them from looking forward to it. No matter the fears. You have all your past experiences that will hopefully help you and not hinder you.
You guys are right.
And, a little compromise, Patton? As much as it pains me, sometimes, when the heart wants change, you must listen to it. Is this appealing to you at all? Logan, is that a cat hoodie? I thought this might be less cumbersome.
I have one of those for my pet chihuahua. And he loves it. He loves it. He is a spoiled puppy.
While still catering to your eccentric standards. You got me a gift!
Oh my goodness, I love it!
It even has a front pouch to place an actual cat, if you so desire.
Oh, I can't. I'm allergic.
Then why the cat onesie?
Because cats are cute.
I like cats. You know what would also fit in there that you're not allergic to?
What?
Kaboom.
Puppies? What? You can conjure puppies?
Shh, don't tell anyone. Well, this is just too precious
Oh, they're just so adorable, but too much hair.
to process.
I literally can't think of anything bitter or cynical to remark. Thank you so much, Logan.
Of course, it's all purely for practical reasons. Small steps forward and all that.
Roll over. Oh, you can't do it because you're in my pocket. That's okay. Oh, no, oh, yeah,
Say, looking at all those old shows really made me miss the stage even more. Thomas, what other roles haven't we played? Sweeney Todd, Lumiere, Annie?
He can't play. Okay, well, there he goes. I'm gonna brace myself to work overtime.
And this year, didn't Thomas play Sweeney Todd? I think he did. Oh no, I haven't been on Instagram. I'm pretty sure I've seen a picture of him in a Sweeney Todd outfit.
Real soon.
Later. Getting back on stage would definitely be fun, but trying an extra course or two could also be interesting. I don't know, might try both again just to switch things up. Could be fun. I'm glad to hear you say that, Thomas. But seriously,
Oh, on
thanks
the
for your
verge of
help today,
tears.
Logan. All in a day's work. Good that we got through another emotional mire. As for the course to take, please consider astronomy.
Astronomy. Yup.
Oh,
Right there
yes,
with you.
astronomy.
Well, Patton,
Yeah, Thomas.
how you feeling?
Well, that's always a tough question to answer, but this puppy sure is helping things.
Honestly, though, the times that we see you being silly and laughing, some of that's real, right?
Yeah, of course, Thomas. Almost all the time it is. There's so much good in your life to remember and appreciate as well as the bad. Those memories don't have to be forgotten, but they shouldn't weigh us down. They shouldn't weigh you down because they're just a part of who you are. All of you is important.
Will I ever feel that special feeling again?
I think you just gotta keep in mind that you're worthy of
Look
great
at that
things
puppy.
independent of anyone who comes and goes in your life. And once you realize that, you're capable of feeling those feelings on your own terms.
Hey, you like rainbows, right?
You know I do. I'm offended that you would ask.
Well, you always see them best after a bit of rain.
Wow. That was a, really nice metaphor.
I'm just saying because it looks like it's raining outside and you might get to see a killer rainbow.
Gotcha.
And we're back to typical Patton.
Well, usually I like to end with a pretty concise conclusion on the best way to handle a dilemma. But I don't know if there is such a clear answer on how best to move on. Perhaps the main thing to focus on is just
One step in front of the other, kiddo.
you can do it. I'm rooting for you. Okay.
I like how they did this, but I would like to know how they did this. I mean, obviously, some of this has to be green screen, right? Yeah. Wait a minute. Was that like a? They dropped something, or like, are they having an argument there? I'm very nosy. I don't need to dwell on that.
So get up, get out, let everyone know we need to let the animals and the trees grow.
Yeah, rainforest rap.
Rainforest rap.
Save the
God, that's just torturing Virgil. Right there, that's just torturing him. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope y'all liked it. I know I liked it. There's actually a couple things in here I did forget and everything, which is great because that's why we're rewatching this and everything. And by the time I finish rewatching this whole series, the final will be out. I like that we see in this video how Logan basically solves this really, and then he just leaves and he lets the rest of them figure it out them for themselves. But we also see that in this video, like more clearly, how he's the one that's more grounding of the three, and when he's gone, it's just woof. And like he said, he wasn't really gone in his video; he just took a back seat to let them figure it out, which I think is great. I do hope in the finale that we see more of their rooms. I think that would be awesome. Because I like Patton's room. I like Virgil's room. I want to see Roman, Remus, Janice's room, and Logan's room. I kind of already have like an idea what I think Logan's room would be, but be like, so I don't know. But I want to see all of their rooms. But like, I want to see Roman's. I want to see Remus, Janice's, Logan, in that order. That's whose rooms I want to see the most in order. Okay, well that's it for this video. I'm going to end it here and everything. Remember to like, subscribe, or dislike Let me know what you thought and everything. All right. Well, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.